Welcome back to another edition of WLTV.
We're your hosts, Precious and Eileen.
And happy National Fast Food Day.
Oh, that was hot.
I know, you can cool it down with a little bit of snow from outside.
You know what snow reminds me of?
What?
This year's upcoming Snowball retreat. We have Stephanie Reyes here for more information.
Today I'm going to be talking to Ms. Rotini, a sponsor of Snowball, to learn more about the club and the upcoming events.
Snowball is a club that's open to all students at Leiden, and you can join at any time. And it's based on this belief or this premise that all people can influence each other to make positive choices, and that influence grows from friend to friend, and it grows like a snowball. And so in a nutshell, like if I'm taking peer pressure and using it in a positive way, and that's how we're snowballing.
What events are coming up and what are they about?
Our next coming event is November 27th, which is in a couple weeks, and it's open to all Leiden students. And basically, we're going to take a group of people. We're collaborating with East Leiden Snowball, and we're also collaborating with Lake Park High School. And just a ton of kids are going to get together. We're going to meet new people. We're going to listen to speakers. We're going to have a lot of fun activities. We're going to be going to Camp Duncan in Ingleside, and so we're going to be out in the woods, and it's going to be a good time.
So when and where are the Snowball meetings?
So the Snowball meetings are usually in the Eagles Wing with construction and with different events. Sometimes we have to move them. But if you're interested in becoming a Snowball member, all you have to do is text @Snowballer to 81010, and then that tells you when the meetings are. But it's every other Tuesday, usually period 11, and like I said, usually in the Eagles Wing.
Don't forget to go pick up your permission slip at Student Services. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Stephanie.
That was a good burger.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Life students don't want anything but paper in their recycling bins?
No, but Derek does, and he could tell us a little bit more about that.
Thank you, Eileen and Precious. I'm here with Mr. Abushar, and tell us, what's the problems that they've been having?
Sure. We've been having a lot of problems with the large amount of garbage items that are going in with the recyclables into the bins. A lot of wrappers from sandwiches, chips, some milk cartons, things like that. Water bottles actually don't go in there. What's supposed to go in there is really just papers.
What's the difference between the announcements and having it here saying that it's going to change?
Well, sometimes the students and the staff, you're busy during the announcements. When they come on, you don't really pay a lot of attention to it. You kind of hear it, but you don't really listen to all those words. So we figured if we come and had a visual, had a little spot on the news, that it might raise people's awareness.
Can you tell us about the program?
Sure. The program is the Life High School students who are juniors and seniors. They begin their work training for those 2 years, and it's the school-based vocational training program. And a big part of it is the recycling program, and they're basically learning how to work as a team, work with others, basic following instructions, and having a routine at work. And that prepares them for when they graduate, they'll start the community-based training program where they will have a job in the community.
All right, thank you. Hi, I'm here with Ahmed, one of the Recycling Life student program. Ahmed, can you tell me how long have you been here?
Since my freshman year.
All right, thank you. And what are the things you like about the program?
Everything.
All right, thank you. That's it. Back to the studio.
Back to the studio.
Thanks, Derek.
Now we have Edith on the scene about the Student Council Food Drive and how Leiden can participate.
Good morning, West Leiden. I'm Edith Lopez, and I'm here with Dr. Ruffalo on what the food drive is, how can Leiden participate, and what it's all about.
Good morning, Leiden. The food drive is an annual tradition here, a philanthropy that we run through Student Council, and there are boxes in most second period classes, and in this segment, some of my leadership team will be coming to explain a contest associated with those boxes. But the way the food drive works is we are trying our best to collect as many non-perishable food items as we can that will go to the Leiden Food Pantry and help people in our community. We've been doing it for a long time, and we really believe in it. And we used to have our food and toy drives benefit groups outside of our community, but have found that there are enough people within our community that are struggling that we really, really want to help our neighbors. And so we've moved everything to a local effort.
I'm here with Ariana, the Secretary of Student Council. Ariana, what is the incentive for this competition?
So the incentive for the competition is that the first place winners will get a free breakfast, and then the runners-up will also get a treat. So in order to win this incentive, your class has to have the most pounds per student, so that way it's fair amongst bigger classes and smaller classes.
And
Back to the studio!
On Tuesday the 13th, we had alumni authors visit the Leiden schools, and we have Nathan here to show us this amazing opportunity.
Would you ever think that the person sitting next to you in the classroom right now, or the person you pass by in the hallway every day, would become a famous rock star member or even a GM of the National Baseball League? Well, Ned Coletti was a former East Leiden student who became GM of the Dodgers, and Jonathan Kane was a former East Leiden student as well who became a famous rock star member in the band Journey. Join me as I interview these Leiden Hall of Fame alumni.
So I'm with Ned Coletti. So please tell us a little bit about your book, The Big Chair.
Well, the book, The Big Chair, was written about my life in Franklin Park and going to Leiden schools, and also about my career.
And how did Leiden help you get to the place you are right now?
I was never a big kid physically. I was probably 5'1", 5'2" or so when I went to high school, and was not a great student. And Leiden taught me accountability. It taught me fellowship. It taught me community. It taught me how to get along with people and how to really help people.
And what advice would you give all Leiden students watching?
Well, that's the advice I'd give them. Find people that are good for you. Don't find people who are going to tell you what you want to hear necessarily, as much as people who will hold you accountable in a good way. And it's hard. Pressures are hard on people, especially young people, to follow suit and to follow what other people do. But at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself, and you have to be wise with your choices. Always be wise with your choices.
So thank you for your time. So I'm here with Jonathan Kane. So please tell us a little bit about your book, Don't Stop Believing.
It's a journey to journey, and it's my journey to journey. It takes place here in Chicago. It starts here, and it's really kind of to encourage and inspire that anything is possible, that if you can dream it, you can do it. Right. And my father and I had a dream of making the big time, becoming a famous songwriter, playing for thousands of people. And this year I played for over 1 million people. So.
And what inspired you to write one of your top hits, Don't Stop Believing?
My father. My father, yeah, he was my vision keeper, and he told me, don't stop believing. And so I wrote it down, and I'm glad I didn't stop believing, because the rest is history.
And how did Leiden help you get into the place you are right now?
Leiden really was a kickstart for, I guess, writing. Music, began to be a serious thing here at East Leiden, and of course I learned how to write. I became editor of the newspaper. Met some great teachers. Got a lot of inspiration here. Learned how to work hard, how to be a success. Yeah, all the good stuff.
And one last thing is, what advice would you give all Leiden students?
That, the blessings come after the hard work. And, to stay focused. This is your chance to become a citizen of a community and try to make it matter. Try to make it count. Leave something behind. Leave a legacy that people know you're here. And education is no joke. Find a niche. Find something that you're good at and stick to it.
We would like to give a huge thank you to Ms. Asmus. If it wasn't for you, Ms. Asmus, we would not have been able to have this opportunity to meet and talk to these famous Leiden alumni.
Back to the studio.
Thanks, Nathan.
And last but not least, we have some important things going on. Service Club is selling bracelets for $2 for Giselle Gomez.
And we also have this week's pizza winners. Ashley Elatorre Santos, Emmanuel Escobar, Brian Mariquin, Olivia Pager, and Evelyn Rivas.
All of the students who won free pizza need to report to the office right away. Thank you.
Thank you, West Leiden. And don't forget, go Eagles!
Good morning, West Leiden.
become a famous rock.
Hi,
I swear to God.
I've been vaping, but it's safer than smoking.
You know, one Juul pod contains as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes. 26.
Huh.